Hugh Brown just put together a smart-looking piece of luggage for us. We're issuing this to all 00 personnel.
An ordinary black leather case with 20 rounds of ammunition here and here. Now, if you take the top off, you'll find the ammunition inside. On the side here, flat throwing knife. Press that button there, and out she comes. Inside the case, you'll find an AR-7 folding sniper's rifle, .25 caliber, with an infrared telescopic sight. Then, if you pull out these straps, inside are 50 gold sovereigns, 25 in either side. Now, watch very carefully. An ordinary tin of talcum powder. Inside, a tear gas cartridge. That goes in the case against the side here like that. It's magnetized so it won't fall. Shut the case. Now, normally to open a case like that, you move the catches to the side. If you do, the cartridge will explode in your face. Now, to stop the cartridge exploding, turn the catches horizontally, like that. Then, open normally. Now you try it.
Turn the catches like that.
That's right.
And open ordinarily.
You got it?
Yes, I think so.
Is that all, sir?
Yes, thanks very much.
Right. Joe?
Hello, this is Uncle Jim, and Trees of Blowing, or TAB videos, just did a range bag challenge. What's in your range bags? So I'm going to be a little different because I am different. So, what's with all the James Bond stuff? That movie was called From Russia with Love, 1963. And when I was a kid in 1965, they came out with a briefcase full of a bunch of 007 spy stuff in there. And I had to have it, and I got it for Christmas. And thus, what we're going to talk about today. And I'll explain more on that briefcase toy for kids later at the end. So, this is my minimalist pistol case for going to the range, and it has everything I need inside, and I'll show you. So I got this at a thrift store. It's 100% leather, inside and out. Everything is padded. Everything has, all the hardware is brass. The combos can be changed. I changed them to 007 many years ago, and I haven't forgotten a combo since. So, it's very nicely made. It even has brass feet there. And I think it's made in Germany, and it's 100% leather. So, let's take a look inside. We'll change the angle. I'm recording in the basement. It was too bright outside. All right. Okay, so here's the inside. Now, in that movie clip, it showed an AR-10 .22 rifle, and that is the first gun I learned to shoot on when I was 7 years old. So everything jives. 007, first gun I shot, briefcase, everything. So anyway, here's the inside. You'll see it's nicely padded, leather stitched, genuine leather. And I really love this thing. I can get 4 pistols in there. Of course, you'd have a rug, you know, for your pistols, or you can wrap them in towels, whatever. You got all your pencils. You got all your little screwdrivers for your sights. You have all these compartments to put stuff. The neatest thing is the targets. They're handy. They're right there. They don't get wrinkled. You flip this and it falls out. Maybe I'll do that now. Okay, so you can get to all your stuff, all your targets, whatever. Let's clip this back on real quick to get it out of the way. Let's do it on the second one. All right. The other neat thing is if you needed more room, it accordions out. So you pull these straps here on all four sides and it'll accordion out and make it even larger. So this was my favorite minimalist, take some pistols to the range. It's out of the way and very small. So I'm not going to talk contents. Everyone, you know, pretty much knows what to take to the range. If they forgot something, they'll remember it next time. But all your basic stuff. If you have squib loads, these are very handy. You got your rods in here and your cleaning stuff, whatever. That's nice for pistols. I have a bigger one. I found that in here. Was looking for that a long time ago. You can put your ID, whatever, stuff in here. So I really like the targets because they always keep nice and neat, all right? So obviously staple guns, tape, all this stuff. You guys are all gonna cover that. I just wanted to show you what a really cool pistol case is. Genuine leather, everything top of the line, $4 at a thrift store. What you gonna do? Okay, so I could get a lot of pistols in here, especially small ones or regular size. And then if you got the big, I can put my big Ruger 44 in here, everything. So I thought I'd cover this. And when it comes to taking a lot of stuff to the range, you can have ammo boxes in here, by the way, accordioned out, whatever. But when I'm taking more to the range and rifles and things, the other thing I used was a giant plastic toolbox with the containers on top, or the compartments where you can throw brass in, and then you have your tray and everything in there. It's waterproof, it's rigid, and you can use it for a bench rest. You bring a bean bag and your toolbox is your bench rest, and you can shoot rifle right off of there if the range doesn't have that stuff. So that's how I did it when I used to go to the ranges. Big, huge toolbox with everything, waterproof, rigid, nothing smashes, bench rest. And then I would have this for pistols. I'd bring this along just for the pistols. All right, so back to the James Bond. And Uncle John remembers this because all the kids would take out of my James Bond briefcase and we'd all play with different gadgets that came with the briefcase. The best toys ever made were made in the 60s. They didn't have little orange things at the end of the barrels. Nothing was safe. The James Bond briefcase had plastic bullets, and you can carry the briefcase and shoot a plastic bullet out of the case when it's closed. It also had a Luger, which you could turn into a rifle, and then it had a little collapsible buttstock you could put on there, a wire buttstock, a scope, a suppressor. What else? It had a decoder thing, so you can make your own decoding messages to your buddies, and only they would know what it is with a pad of paper. It also had a little booklet for your passports, whatever, but when you opened it, you put a cap in there, like a cap gun, and it would explode. You know, everything was booby-trapped in this thing. And they're very rare. I had a hard time finding any footage of them. And so there's the James Bond briefcase as a kit. Now, another company made a knockoff, and I forget what they called that, and it was a similar idea, but James Bond was king when I was a kid. He was the stuff. And so now you know. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
This James Bond attaché case is one of Sheffer's favorites. It's also one of the most valuable, worth several $1,000s. It's modeled after a case that Bond uses in From Russia with Love, complete with fake plastic bullets.
You could load a bullet in the case itself, and then when you're carrying the case, you can push the button, and out comes the bullet, and you could actually shoot from the case.